Hey guys, JH, welcome back to the practice tee. Guys, before I say anything, show you something. Before I say anything. Okay guys, that's the very first shot that I've hit since I left the JH practice tee a couple of months ago. And the first shot after my heart attack. Now, why I wanted to do that, and that was a perfect golf shot. Dead straight, exactly where I wanted to go. And we've got a really strong wind here today and it's cold. And my voice is a little hoarse because it is really cold. But guys, the reason I wanted to do that was to highlight the power of visualization. In the couple of months that I've been away from hitting golf balls, which is the longest I've ever been away from hitting golf balls ever, what I've done is I just every day just visualize my golf swing and my protocols in my mind every day. And I knew that I would be able to come out here and hit that first shot perfectly. Because the program is so embedded in my neural processes, because I've been visualizing every day how the swing works, how the swing feels. Now that felt tight because I haven't hit any golf balls. And it's natural that I'm not loose. But that was a perfect golf shot. And the only reason that happened is because I kept reinforcing every day my protocols. So the point of this here, guys, of this little conversation piece here, is that every day you must try and embed, neurally what you're doing in your golf swing. And don't be half-hearted about it, be absolutely definite about it. And more to the point, see yourself swinging the golf club. Jack Nicklaus used to talk about going to the movies. He said he could see himself, when he was addressing the ball, he could see himself in his mind's eye, setting up to the golf ball, the golf swing, and the flight of the ball going to the target. He could see all that before he hit the shot. So, with normal day-to-day life, guys, we just tend to not bear down enough on the requirements of a golf swing. Now, nothing will happen here if it's not happening here. That's just a reality. Your body will do what your neural circuits are telling it to do. And like all neural circuits, it needs a stimulus constantly. Because if you don't give it the stimulus, it'll lose the program. So the whole point of that was just try and build a visualization program. See yourself, when you're addressing it here, actually in your mind's eye, see yourself, feel yourself, and then see the ball flight. Mo Norman said to me, and I never heard him say it to anybody else, but he said he used to actually talk about, well, he said to me, he said, I see a silver thread from the golf ball to the target in the sky. I see that thread, it's clear in my mind, and I want the ball to go down that thread, that silver thread. Now guys, it's just a matter of doing it, working out how to do it. Won't happen straight away because you've never done it before, and if you don't have a program, you can't make anything happen. So it'll take a while. This wind is like 40 k's here today. But that shot was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I didn't have to do anything with it. Just step up. And did I have intrepidation? Not really, because I'd seen and felt that shot for a couple of months. So guys, the whole point of that is try and build a program, a visualization program of you swinging the golf club, what you look like. Even when you're at home, when you're lying down, not doing anything particularly. Just see yourself, go into your mind's eye and see yourself swinging the club and the flight of the ball. Okay, now what I want to talk about today is a couple of things. When I've played my best golf ever and my best ball striking, I've always had this feel in the golf swing. Like a normal golf swing, when we go back to here, we're in this orientation here. That's basically a conventional, traditional backswing look about a golf swing. Now that club face is pointing 90 degrees away from where the golf ball is, or more to the point, away from where the target is. The target's over here. That club face is pointing over there. Now, when I've played my best golf, I've always had the distinct feeling that the club face is going back like this. It's still pointing at the golf ball. Now, in old terminology and description, that would be called square to square. Byron Nelson said he felt that in his golf swing. He said, I felt that the club face was always looking at the golf ball. It never moved away from the golf ball and then had to be brought back to the golf ball. Now, if you take that club, and I don't know where I am with the camera here, guys, I really don't. If I take that back, and I'll try and get dead square on. If I take that back conventionally, look where it is here. If I take it back the way I used to take it back, which is basically square to square, it'll look like that. And if I continue that on in the backswing, it'll look like that. Now, if you do it to the nth degree, the club face will be pointing at the sky instead of there. That's conventional, that's square in normal terms, that's open in normal terms, and that is considered shut in normal terms. But guys, it's not shut. It's just as it was at address, it's square to square. Here. Now Mike Austin used to take it back like that. And Mike Dunaway used to teach that. They used to teach taking the club back like that. That was what Mike Dunaway used to teach, and Mike Austin taught Mike Dunaway to teach that. Yeah. Now, it's the advantage of it is that it keeps the blade square. You don't have to do any forearm rotation or manipulation at all in the downswing, because the club's, it's almost like a robot. If a robot clamped here, or if we had a device where we had the golf club clamped in a device here, and it was just going to take it back on a circle like that and then bring it back into the golf ball, it would hit the ball perfectly dead straight and in the middle of the golf club. Why? Because the club hasn't moved out of its address orientation and its impact requirement. So technically, if I could swing the club like that and then bring it back in like that, I'd hit the ball dead straight. Now even the Iron Byron mimics a normal golf swing in that it has a rotating mechanism here, so as it takes it back it gets to here, because it's trying to emulate what a normal golf swing looks like. But the advantage of that what I call square to square. And guys, how do I feel it? I'm just taking that hand back like that. That's what I'm doing, that. And on the downswing, I'm just doing that. I just feel like I'm spinning the club, spinning the hand like that, bringing it back to the ball. I don't take it to the top like that and then hold it there like that. When I get up here like that, the wrist action is this. When I get it to the top, I want to do that on the downswing. That. I get it to the top here, and then I do that. Now what that does, guys, is that gives a lot of release of the golf club. You want to feel like the golf club is releasing past the lead hand. The big problem I see a lot of club players make is that they try and hold this line here too long. And that really does inhibit a free release of the golf club. A free release of the golf club should be this. This arm should be stopping here and the golf club should be releasing past it. That's what release is. You're releasing the club from the line of the lead arm. You don't want to come in here like that for a club player. The good players can get away with that because they've hit millions of balls and they have really good mechanics. But we should feel this. I feel my lead arm really almost stop when I hit the ball, and I get that feeling. Now, it won't look like that too much, but Mike Austin looked like that, and Mike Dunaway looked like that. Mike Dunaway was the longest hitter ever in his period. Like he had a 150 mile an hour golf swing back in the 80s. 150 miles an hour. They say Mike Austin had probably 145 miles an hour. He holds that record, 515 yard drive with a 43-inch driver, the old wooden-headed golf club in 1970 or something when he was 61. So he had huge speed. Now, if you can get that feeling, nothing wrong with that. People say that's flipping. That's not flipping. That's line of compression there, and that's release past the ball. And this arm hasn't moved, it's there. There. If you could actually cultivate that in your golf swing, actually cultivate that action, you get a lot of speed in the shot. A lot of speed. Okay, so to end that segment there, just try taking the club back like that. Don't roll it back inside like this. Just try and take it back like that. As if you were going to salute here. I'm going to salute here. Here. And then on the downswing, just try and move your hands like that. 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 Now that's not easy to do, but try it because you really do generate a lot of speed. Instead, like conventionally from the top, we'd be trying to do this. This one is this way. And the advantage of that is it'll pull that trail arm back into the body when you do that. And I promise you guys, you won't hit it over here. That's the great thing about it. Okay, so that's that segment there. Now the next segment is, where do we want to be at impact? Well, we want to be at impact, we want to be square shoulders or slightly closed, my preference, but we want to have the lead hip out of the way, cleared. So the lead hip is cleared, but the shoulders are closed. Here. Now what's the best way to do that? And what's the best way to feel that? Well, what I've felt when I'm playing really well and hitting the ball well is that I feel that when I'm on the downswing, I get into this position here, I get that out of the way, and then that trail hip has got to here, and I'm actually hitting the ball off the side of my body. Here. I'm not hitting it in front of my body, I'm hitting it there. So I'm actually getting this, what I think, that as far past the golf ball as I can. Like way past as a feeling. You won't. But Mike Dunaway, I remember Mike Dunaway said to me that he felt when he was really hitting it good, he said, I feel like I'm here when I hit it. He said, and so did Mike Austin. You won't get that, but you should feel that. Instead of feeling just this, where the lead hip's out of the way and that the trail hip is not progressed that much. here. And what that does, guys, is it gets the lead shoulder up and the trail shoulder down. My clubs haven't been used for so long, the grips are slick, and I forgot my my wire brush. Got 6-iron here, guys. That was a 4-iron, that other one. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do here is take it back, what I feel is like that, try and move it this way, and try and hit it off my trail side. So I want to feel like that. And what that does, guys, is that straightens that lead leg here. Now, most good players, the tour players these days, do straighten that lead leg. Mo Norman was an exception. Mo Norman had the lead leg bent, and that's because he was a lateralizer. Most of the guys that play the tour are clearers. That's clearing, that's lateralizing. It worked pretty good for Mo Norman, and it works good for me. I can hit it. Actually, I thought today, coming back from a long break, that I would just step into Mo Norman because that's an easy golf swing for me. But because we're not talking Mo Norman generally, we're talking general mechanics and channel lock. So it should be easier for channel lock because the ball's so far back. So what I'm going to feel, guys, is this. I'm not going to feel that. I don't want that lead shoulder moving that way as much as the lead hip is. I want to feel a little bit like, you know, when we squeeze a towel. If we had a towel here and we're squeezing water out of it, that's what I want to feel. I want to feel the hips going this way and the shoulders back here and that midriff, the squeezing of the towel. Now this is the second shot of my comeback. So I'm going to try and do all of that, take it back that way and then try and hit it off my trail side like that. And get that club releasing past my hands. Now it's dead into a 30-40 kilometre an hour wind here, guys. Now you can see how much I've got that trail shoulder down through the ball there. And because I haven't been working out, I'm back in the gym as of last week, but I haven't been doing much at all, just a little bit of cardio and that sort of stuff. But I want to feel like that. But I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like that. Here. That's the feeling here. Try and hit it off. Just hit a couple of small shots where you just hit it off that back side like that. Now, the reason I had a little bit of balance there, guys, this is really, the grass hasn't been mown here and it's still, we've had, you know, monsoonal type weather over here. The whole place got underwater. This was a couple of feet underwater here. And this is downhill here and the wind is just blowing me this way. Its head blowing me this way. But I just want to be here. Now, that weight moving out there, I'm exaggerating it, so I'm actually out here. And that's what sort of pulled me into the ball a little bit there. So you've got to get this moving this way while that's going there. This is moving that way and that's going there. So the feeling is this. It's that. Now take it back square. And just get that. Get that lead hip out of the way. See, it's over here. Now, that's a good shot. The problem there is that because I haven't hit any shots, I've actually got a bit of a balance problem. I haven't hit any shots for so long, and I'm feeling a little wonky from that point of view. Because the club just feels alien, guys. The golf swing feels alien. But I mean, they're good shots. Nothing wrong with that. So I want to be here. So get that lead leg and that lead hip out of the way. like that. See where I am here, guys? I've still got a little bend in that lead knee. I need to snap that lead knee dead straight as I hit it. Got to do that. Here. 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 Hope I've got that camera set up so you can see the ball. Okay, so. So it makes me do this, which is great because I'm really firing that trail arm through the ball. Guys, the swing feels, the golf swing just feels like a foreign entity because I haven't done it for so long. But fundamentally I'm the same and I'm getting a good result. Swing's a little bit Minnie Mouse at the moment because I'm just a little down on horsepower right now. Okay. Some horsepower there. Woo. Now that's a different looking golf swing, isn't it? That's like this type of golf swing because this is moving this way but not the shoulders, and I'm trying to hit it off the side of my body, not in front of my body. And it helps with channel lock with the back ball position. Really helps. Now that's what that 5th or 6th shot. Swing's not feeling as alien anymore. And what I used to always do when I came back from a break, and the longest break I've ever had away from hitting golf balls is 1 week. And this is sort of into the 10th week or 11th week. And guys, what I used to do after every break was strengthen my grip up a little bit. I just always did that because I just felt that I would get a little bit better release through the ball. This wind is just brutal and it's cold. So I'm going to be here, guys. So get that lead leg and hip out of the way, JH. See, it's very much, oh gee, that's a good shot. I love practicing into the wind anyway, but this is a cross headwind, it's in and over here. But that feels like this, guys. Wow. Like, wow, in there. And these grips are so slick. Oh. They've just hardened up. I've got a brand new set at home that I was going to put on yesterday, but I just ran out of time. So here we go. Going to be here, guys. Hit it off the side of the body change. Now that is still a bit bent. I've got to get that straighter, but that's a fantastic shot. Okay, the swing's a little bit short because I've just lost a bit of flexibility. Okay. See guys, it's this. This is 5-iron, not 6-iron. I thought it was a 5-iron. I thought, wow, that's going strong for a 6-iron. It's a 5-iron. But guys, it's this feeling here. I'm hitting off the side of my body here, trying to get this past the golf club at impact. But I'm not, but that's what I want to feel. They're just line ball shots, guys. I'll see what the conditions are like and I'll hit a few down range if I can get the sun in the right place. It's early here. I usually do these late in the day. This is early. And the sun's in the wrong place. Probably can't see my ugly face because of the shadow. All right, guys, I'll hit a driver with that action. Oh, wow, this driver grip is so slick. Oh, that's good, Johnny. My son took my clubs and put the wrong covers back on them. It's an old cover, and it's not. I'm disorganised, guys. Totally disorganised. But I just had to get back. And thanks to everybody for all the good wishes. I'm recovering pretty well. Just got another month of taking it pretty easy, but okay, this grip is so slick. Okay guys, now with the driver, because it's going to be moving faster, we should get that lead hip out of the way, and we should accentuate how much we want to hit off the trail side. So take it back like that. Wow. Just good to be back hitting balls, guys. Even if the conditions are brutal. We had the heaviest rains here we've ever had in this area. Okay, Jay, let's try and... I want to be here. Wow, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. So the message is, feel like we're hitting the ball there. That's what you want to feel like. This is over here, shoulders are square to closed, and that's, we're not there, but that's the feeling we want to have. I'll try and get there. Guys, I can't believe how middle of the golf club those shots are. Well, I can. They should be, because the technique is designed to give that result. Right. And I'm still very, very stiff. And guys, I feel like I'm way open here, because I want to give my hips a start. So I want to feel like I'm here. Feel very Trevino-ish at address. Take it back like that. I mean, that's just a bullet. Okay, what does it do to the ball flight? Flattens the ball flight a bit, because you're very, very strong with the loft of the club when you hit it. You're sort of here, you're not here, here. Sort of releasing it down through the ball. What do I feel? I feel that I've got a down angle attack on the club. I probably haven't, but I feel like that because I'm here. And I want to, that lead arm is not going anywhere. Now I'm having difficulty straightening that lead leg because I'm fighting a bit of balance. After being in hospital and having so much time off. I still feel a bit wonky walking around because I'm on a lot of medication at the moment. I won't be on it. I'll probably be on it for another 5 or 6 weeks. Some of it I'll be on for the rest of my life. But the stuff that's making me a bit woozy now is it's that medication. Because my heart rate is down so much. The other day when I got tested with the doctor, my heartbeat was 37 and my blood pressure was 80/40. So I've got to get my heartbeat up a little bit. Even in the gym, it's like even with exertion it's only running at about 80. So, and that's why I feel a little bit wonky, because the heartbeat's down, the blood pressure's down. So, okay, come on, Trace. Stop making excuses. Okay. It's just so strong. They're all in the middle of the club, guys, dead centre. Swing short because I'm tight. But here, we want to be here. We want to have this lead arm feeling like it's stopped and the club head moving past it. Now, it's not doing that, but that's the feeling I want. I want to have that full, perfect release. If I could actually hit it like that, it'd be great. Okay, I've got to straighten that lead leg now. That's the only thing I'm missing. Wow. Well, I'm really happy with this today, guys. I'm really happy. Okay, let's recap. So we're trying to take the club back like that. I want to do that on the backswing instead of that. Because sometimes for the club player, that gets the club way too far inside and he's got nowhere to go on the downswing. If you're that far inside on the backswing, you've got nowhere to go on the downswing but outside. But if you take it back here, you've got a lot of room here to underplane the club. Okay, one more. And then guys, I'll have a look at video. Is just a little bit of I'm back type video. I'll try and do some, because we're at the blue sky, I'll try and do some down range if I can get the camera right with the sun. Okay, last shot. US Masters. Last hole. Trees down the right. Well, that would have been a money drive today. Okay, got to get that lead leg bent. Straight. Come on. Now that's the only difficulty I've got at the moment because I'm just fighting my balance a little bit. But if you can hit some half shots. Just get a 7-iron. Just hit some, just grip it down, take it back, and just hit some half shots. So you can straighten the left leg or the lead leg when you do that. It's amazing how far that goes, that shot. That's the way to get the feeling. The wind is just pushing me here. So strong. They're just little half shots, guys, and that's going into that wind. That's carrying about, that's carrying about 140 into that wind, which is that little half swing. That's really amazing. Of course, the ball flight is so strong. So just hit a couple of those, just little half shots. Okay guys, that's just the base message today, just to get back in the swing of things. I'll have a look at what the conditions are like with the camera, and I might hit some shots down range. Okay guys, I'm back. Thanks for all the best wishes and concern and interest. It's much appreciated. But we're moving into our autumn here, so the conditions will be a little bit different from now on. At least it won't be as hot as it has. Okay guys, I'll have a look and see what the condition like. If it's good, I'll hit some shots down range, and I'm back, so the next I'll do some more videos in the course of this week.